Welcome again to Tech Talks. Today I have Fikayo Ogundipe, one of the founding partners of To-Let, who's going to talk about their business. To-Let is an online platform that allows people to search for property, for rent or to purchase. So, Fikayo, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Not a problem.
How did you guys start To-Let, and what brought up that idea? I believe you've been around for about
4 years. 4 years, thereabout, yes. So how did we start? So I think it was early 2011. The internet was still very, nascent, it was still early. We were really eager to build something, me and my friends. So ideally we bounced around ideas and what we could do. Starting To-Let was not really, it wasn't experiential for us. We didn't stumble on the problem. It was more like, what could we solve?
Okay.
Where could we add value? And it happens to be that my friend Sulaiman, who is currently my partner right now, experienced something similar in Yola when he was 7 then, in 2011. He was trying to get an apartment right in Yola, and it was so hard for him to get one. So he's like, why can't we organize these things online where people could just search? And he called me. I called my two other friends, and we decided research and see which platforms he had like this online, and there was none. So like, okay, now let's try and build something. And early 2012, we came up with a new platform where people could actually search for listings to buy and to rent online.
So 2013. It sounds like yesterday, but at 2013, if I remember,
2012 actually.
2012, even
yes.
worse. Not many people were very conversant with going online to search for stuff. So
absolutely.
That trust wasn't there yet. So
no.
Why did you think that, and you're taking a big gamble, putting capital at risk. And so what gave you the, should I say, the gut feeling that this would be successful?
Well, first, we didn't put capital then. It was just like our work that was put. It was more like trying to code a website.
Okay.
Talking to a couple of agents. We knew it was going to work. Well, we thought it was going to work. I'm not very sure then than now, because we had seen this kind of market worked in places like US and UK, and it was very functional. These are very profitable businesses like Rightmove, Zoopla, and Zillow. So we thought that at some point in Nigeria we'll get there where people can actually search for stuff online, rather than just trying to go through papers or driving around their apartments. So at that point in time as well, our classmate had launched a job website, Jobaman. Okay. So we had seen a queue to what these platforms could do. So we understood that yes, if they could do it on jobs, we could do it actually in properties, right? So that's
so let's talk numbers here. So
yes.
How many listings do you have? How many people visit your site every day?
Okay.
And what are those numbers that keep you excited and keep you
well,
for more?
I won't be to give you very definitive figures,
of course,
for obvious reasons.
Yes.
But yes, I think right now we have 6,000 plus agents on the platform.
Okay.
We do about I think roughly 500,000 visits in a month.
Okay.
We have about 4,000 new listings come to the platform every month. That's growing month on month, year on year.
Yeah.
So it's only just the early days, right? Yeah. Although we've come a very long way. In 2012 was a lot worse. We see about 200 visits in a day. Now we see close to 11,000 per day. So it just shows what the future holds for this country.
So clearly, it means like you've taken some people out of business. So I can just imagine some of these listing agencies, some of these agents as well. You're really you become a platform is a more efficient middleman.
Well, not yes. It's actually a two-phase question. Yes, we have, because I think the internet really is to remove the middleman, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the concept of the internet.
Yeah.
Right? So I could directly interface with the landlord or the direct agent, right? And in the real estate business, it's very, very chaotic.
Yeah.
You could see 2-3 people call themselves agents trying to be on one transaction. So now this platform has kind of eradicated that chain, right? So it's putting part of business from that point of view. But however, it's bringing a lot more profits, efficiency around research.
Yeah. So I guess for the agents, you actually created the platform that allows them to actually sell more, create more awareness as well.
Absolutely.
for their property. increase productivity. So like, I'm sitting down here, I want to rent
Yes.
property. How does to let come to mind? Because
mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think especially today where there's a lot of information going around. Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you stand out?
Okay. So first and first is we use SEO greatly. That means you have to search first, then you see us first.
Okay.
So it's more like you have to need it before you actually see it, rather than just going all explosive on your face.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much expensive to do. I think by the side we do a lot of ads on Facebook, on the Google Display Network as well. I think over time, I think the word of mouth has worked for us greatly because we focus largely on rental listings than for sale listings.
Yeah.
And the market is about 80% rental, 20% sales. It's a lot worse than that. But just from like a Nigerian perspective. So I think the fact that I get onto lets.com.ng, I tell my friends, I think over the last 4 years, people have the go-to platform right now to use is tolet.com.ng. So I think over time, word of mouth has worked.
Yeah.
And more importantly, when you want to search for your listings, you actually see us on the Google search.
So who is it available for? So what is the minimum rent listing? So what kind of people go on?
So like pretty much anything, right? From down to like a mini flat or face my face use, that's a local word, down to commercial listings.
So how much? What's the lowest rental, for example, monthly rental
that I have seen?
Yes, exactly. I'm asking because for some people, so that I know who. There's some people that I work with, I will send to let. Oh. Yeah, I will go and check.
Yes, so you can list as low as 50,000 naira per month.
Okay.
But these are very very rare scenarios.
What do you mean rare? That's not.
That means like people of this kind don't search.
Okay.
For listings online. So I think oftentimes you see more agents or landlords put listings that are a lot more
But let me ask the question: why don't you go down? Why don't you go down to that level? Seeing that it's a platform based, and it's not like a newspaper where you have limited land real estate.
So I think right now for us it's a function of what agents put on the platform, right?
Okay.
Not really what we can put on the platform. Yeah. So I think it's a reactional platform.
Yeah.
I think over time, I think we're going to get there. As we move towards a lot more states where we have a lot more lower rentals, we'll see more and more of these listings actually come to stay. But ideally right now, people do not search for listings that are actually on the lower scale, right? They have very local ways of actually searching for that. So we see people search from price bracket of about 250,000 and above. But like I said, the market is very reactionary. In a couple of years, we're going to get there.
So can I ask a question?
Yes.
Maybe some agents are going to be should I say, upset with this question. Well, when are we going to take out the agents? I mean, why can't I just go onto your platform and just list? Why do I need an agent? So that.
Okay. So let me try to be very
diplomatic
here, right? So like I said, the internet really is to remove the middleman, right?
Yeah.
So
that's
from that technical standpoint, an agent can be a middleman, right? So
he's a middleman.
Yes, he's a middleman.
Yeah.
So but
that 5% is very irritating. That we have to pay, and so we're trying to reduce that cost. Yes,
they could take as much as 20%.
Can you imagine?
2 years rental. Yeah. But I think that we are really for building the agent ecosystem than trying to disrupt them. It's a lot harder trying to disrupt them than to work with them, because I think this is a system that's been ingrained in them for years. So I think right now they have great value to the landlords that actually try to sell stuff. But I think you'd see in the West, right? New platforms trying to come up that are trying to just go direct to landlords.
I'm just thinking Airbnb, and I'm thinking
yes, for hotels, right? So
I'm just thinking that one day somebody is going to do an Airbnb on to let.
Yes, I think Airbnb is actually in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's very small market size. I think we are at the very early stages of using this kind of tech for Nigeria as a whole or Africa. I think in a couple of years we see a few people trying to disrupt directly to the landlords. We are aware of that from a innovative standpoint, and we're ready to move along with that innovation. But it's a possible.
So let me ask you a question. So supposing you're looking for, you want to list your house.
Yes.
Right?
I don't have a house though. But
you list your house.
Yes.
And you had to let, then you had this new innovative site that cut out the middleman, cut out the agent, and allows you to be in control. Which site would you use?
Absolutely, this allows me to be in control.
Okay,
Yes.
exactly. So
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
So what's final
So
question?
the question is, what's stopping us from doing that?
Exactly.
So yes, so like I said, right now it's baby steps, right? Right now we're still very forefront of trying to use this technology to actually make a search possible.
Okay.
The keyword is search possible.
Yeah.
Because right now this was not even in existence. So the keyword right now is we're focusing on you trying to search around your area. So we can actually move up that value chain to like remove directly the landlord. I'm not saying that people know we're going to cut out the agents, but I think it's a possibility for platforms to actually come out to actually directly go straight to the landlords.
What's next? What's the next big step for
Oh,
Tulet?
for us, so I think in the last four years we focused largely on rentals and Lagos, right? So I think we've understood the market very well. I think we have very deep penetration actually in Lagos. We're looking for conquering other states, more importantly the key states, Abuja, Rivers, Ogun State, Kano, Kaduna, places like that. Right now, those we don't have so much visibility for rentals for all these things there. So the idea for us right now is to actually in the next 1-2 years try to deepen our ties from a listings perspective in these areas.
So how do you make money on that? So how does Tulet make money? I mean, you're not a charity organization, and how have you funded your business? How have you funded the growth?
Okay, so first, how you make money is pretty simple. That has changed over time.
Yeah.
We've gone through one pivot to the other, but right now we charge agents a fee to be on the platform, a very small fee to be on the platform. As regards how we, we funded, we raised external capital.
Okay.
Early days, we started within our, very personal savings. Afterwards, we got some capital from a local incubator in Nigeria. Then afterwards, we got for external capital from some investors in Singapore.
Excellent. Thank you very much
Yes,
for coming on the
it's a
show.
pleasure.
And we'll continue the conversation offline.
Not a problem.
All right.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much. Yeah.
Thank you very much.